What's up, everybody? My name's Steve. I've lost over 150 pounds eating delicious food just like this. Come on, I'll show you how I made it. Alright, let's talk about these ingredients real quick. Real easy stuff here. 1 block of cream cheese, a cup of shredded cheddar. I'm using a blend of like a spicy cheddar and white cheddar, but you can use just plain cheddar, whatever kind you like the best. Tablespoon of butter, half a cup of heavy whipping cream, and a bag of macaroni. Florets, cauliflower, yeah, that. And we'll get all this going here. All right, first thing we need to do is get all this stuff all melted up and nice and soft. So I'm gonna throw the cream cheese in the microwave for a minute or two, probably 2 minutes. I'm gonna melt the butter, I'm gonna steam the cauliflower according to the instructions on the package, and then we'll move from there. Okay, I did steam up my cauli and I drained it with a piece of cheesecloth. You don't have to do that, but a lot of times getting that excess moisture out helps cauliflower recipes. And what I'm going to do is just dump it here for a second, and then I'm going to cut it into smaller pieces, and I'm going to make sure there's no real big chunks. I want it to kind of resemble like a macaroni noodle or whatever, but for the most part it's already in smaller pieces, but like a little bigger pieces I'm going to make small. So now my sister-in-law used the cauli rice. I wanted a little more texture in mine, and so I'm just making these just like pea size almost, or maybe just a little bit bigger. So now we just mix it all up, put it in my mixture there. Give it a little toss to get it all blended up together. And I did add a little bit of seasoning to mine. That's optional. I like a little habanero pepper, a little spice it up a little bit. All right, let's put it in the casserole dish. And it's kind of a small one here, but you can double this recipe if you want to and make it as big as you want. Just kind of make it even. I tell you, usually there's a good substitute for about any food that you once enjoyed before doing keto. My whole thing is about tricking my brain into believing that I'm having something that I'm not. And a lot of times it works and sometimes it don't. So that's in there, and then my cheddar cheese here, I'm just going to top it with this. And everybody loves their favorite kind of cheese. I'll use Cabot's. The habanero flavored, or the habanero cheese is what it's called. Okay, that is ready to go into the oven. I've got the oven preheated to 400 degrees, and we're going to start out with about 30 minutes. My sister-in-law said it took hers about 40 to get it to the brownness that she likes. So it's a matter of preference on how toasted you like your cheese on top. But let's get it in the oven and see what happens. So here is our final product, fresh out of the oven. Mac and cheese, keto-fied. Oh man, let's slice into it and see how it tastes. Oh yeah, taste test time. Y'all know this is my favorite time of the video. Now listen, this recipe is going to work out really well for you if, holiday seasons or any time, that mac and cheese would be a side. I'm thinking this would be appropriate because, sometimes you just want what you want. And the key is, will it trick my brain? Now I'm going to give it a good taste here. Man, I'm really pleased. That is so creamy, and the noodles, the cauliflower, I even called them noodles, but the cauliflower is nice and tender like a noodle, giving it that texture that you're familiar with in mac and cheese. The toasted cheese on top, you brown it up. That's that signature mac and cheese toastiness on top. I'll give it a thumbs up, and don't be afraid, give it a try, because sometimes you might be surprised. Until next time, eat well, and may the Lord bless you.